Mulan, it's the next trailer.
I haven't seen this.
All right.
This I haven't seen.
We're going to check this out.
Can't say I'm a huge Mulan fan.
John Wick choreographer is doing this movie. Well, thank fuck. There's hope for it then. That's good news. Doesn't mean it's going to be John Wick, though. All right.
Do you know why the Phoenix?
Okay, first of all, can I just say that the movie industry is conditioning us with this exact fucking sound at the beginning of every trailer?
Bang.
Do you know why the Phoenix sits on the right hand of the Emperor? She is his guardian, his protector. That she's both beautiful and strong. Your job is to bring honor to the family. Do you think you can do that?
I just watched the cartoon with M not long ago, last week.
We are under attack from northern invaders.
Their leader calls himself Ori Khan.
Fights alongside a witch.
No survivors. By edict of His Imperial Majesty, every family must contribute one man to fight.
Have you no son?
I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
We must be strong. This time it will not return. Loyal, brave, and true. It is my duty to protect my family.
Ancestors, please protect her.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
We're going to make men out of every single one of you.
That arrow didn't even leave.
Close the gate!
The spirit is evident. But
Is that Donnie
holds
Yen?
you back.
Yeah.
When they find out who you are, they will show you no mercy. I'm Hua Mulan. I will bring honor to us all.
I will bring the great honor.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm there for this movie.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks like dog shit.
I think it looks. Oh, okay. This is interesting. We're polar opposite.
I think it looks like a steaming pile of dog shit.
We are polar opposite on this one.
I'm just gonna keep it real.
All right. Okay. So yeah, we're totally different then. So I think that movie looks. I mean, in fairness, in full disclosure, Mulan is arguably my favorite, if not top 3 favorite Disney movies to begin with. I was, when I first heard about this getting the live action remake, I was like, okay, if any of them were getting live action remakes, it's one of the ones that makes the most sense just because of the actual content of the movie. I was then sad when I heard that they were like, Dragon's not going to, Mushu's not going to be there. They were like peeling back some of it and being a little bit more serious with it, and changing the tone a bit. And then the first trailer came out and I was still shaky about it. This one though, I'm in for it. I think it's going to be fire. I think it's going to be really good. And I think that they're doing, I think most importantly, the thing about Mulan that I think is particularly important right now, not to get mushy and weird about the shit, but the women in film right now is a fucking shit show. And the industry and how they're trying to get, women to the forefront and make them like equal and all this other shit, all the ways they're ham-fisting this shit. Like the Captain Marvel was peak. Captain Marvel was peak. What the fuck are they doing with women in film and women in general, and like the message that they're sending out with this bullshit? And Mulan as a movie is literally the story of somebody who is not supposed to be doing something just because they're a woman, going and doing it, being equal, and then surpassing or at least being equally or better and coming into their own and doing something that isn't traditionally supposed to be her space, and then she does it anyway. That's like the entire fucking crux of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get it in this more serious tone because it is war and it is about this whole gender role and expectations, and it's done fucking properly. It's not ham-fisted bullshit, which is refreshing. It's not let's do the Ghostbusters with an all-female cast. It's not let's redo X movie that's already been done and then cast all women so that we can get women up there and prove that we are, that there's equality and feminism and yay. It's not that. It's not let's be Captain Marvel crashing through a blockbuster ceiling and then blowing the head off of a fucking man standing in the fucking cardboard cutout in the window, and then the movies that are appearing behind her. It was like literally you could not get any more on the nose. It's none of that shit. It's like it's done much more properly and in a way that is and as Disney Disney is for, it's for kids, and in a way that's going to be more palatable for the younger generation, which at this point they need all the help they can get because fuck me. What they're getting otherwise is absolute, in my opinion, dog shit show. So even though it might not be, it's not some sort of fucking Oscar nominated whatever the fuck. I think it's. I actually just think it looks good in general, but I think it's more important that the story of Mulan in general is very, very topical for right now. Not just in the world in general, but in movies, ironically or coincidentally, however you want to look at it. Because I think we can both agree what's been going on recently is not the way to do it. It ain't it. It ain't it.
Looks pretty bad.
So
bro.
why is it bad?
Looks bad.
So why is it bad, though? Is it just a feeling that you get?
No, it's not a feeling.
Okay.
It just doesn't look good.
Okay.
My biggest problem with the movie, from what I'm seeing, is the reason why it's turning me off completely is because the movie looks confused.
Okay.
It looks hella confused.
Okay.
They have got, you know what it looked like? It looked like a Disney budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It looked like they went to all of the cool Chinese film movies with the big jumping and the kicking in the air, like you can fucking jump
Crouching
extra,
Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
you can jump
shit.
extra high.
Yeah.
The dudes running up the walls.
There are shades of Chinese kung fu film in here.
generic fucking bad guys with the scars on their face, and
it's a Disney movie.
Exactly. That's why it looks like dog shit. Because Disney, you're gonna have Disney create a Chinese epic, because that's what they're going for, with lots of sword fights.
Well, it is,
and you're
Mulan.
going to see zero blood. You're going to see zero stabbing. You're gonna see Pirates of the Caribbean type action.
I'm okay with that. Pirates of the Caribbean's fire.
The tonal is completely different. Pirates of the Caribbean is supposed to be. You've got a drunk, goofy guy running around.
I get it.
In a pirate scene that doesn't take itself serious.
It's still a Disney movie. It's for a very specific demographic.
But this is why it looks bad.
Yeah.
Is because if you're a Disney movie, be a Disney movie. This thing looks like it's trying to be a serious, a Chinese cultural film, which it should, but it has no Disney magic. Where was this? And then they're going to get into singing song and dance. So you're going to go into songs when you've got this serious tone, and it's just going to dumb down everything. It needed to be a lot more lighthearted. It needed to have an Aladdin feel, but Mulan. It doesn't mean that you can't have the tone of it or anything like that. The dude goes, "I will make a man out of you." You know where that comes from? the song.
Yeah, it's a song, of course, yeah.
And if we don't get the song,
yeah,
and we're now
it's not a musical. It's not a Disney musical anymore.
And if it's not, then it's an even bigger fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a serious Mulan movie, me personally. And I think when people go to watch this thing, and I bet you if we go and look, I haven't looked at it, but I bet you if we go and look at people's thoughts in the comment section of this, it is probably hit or miss. There's probably less.
I think every live
56,000 likes to 17,000 dislikes.
Every Disney movie remake that's live action.
Go over to Aladdin. Go
has
over to
basically been this.
Go over to Aladdin. Go over
the
to
first. Dude, do you not remember?
Do you
the
not
first
remember
trailer?
do you know how bad the CG looked, bro? You go look at the last trailer of Aladdin.
Yeah.
That shit looked like fire. It looked like Aladdin. I went and saw the movie. The shit was fire. It was Aladdin. It made over $1 billion in the box office. That shit felt like Disney. That felt like classic Disney.
You don't think this is going to make $1 billion?
No. I don't. I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. In fact, I think this movie looks confused. I think Disney is venturing in a very weird.
I think this is going to make almost $1 billion just in China.
No.
I think it's going to do 700 mil just in China.
No. I don't. I think it's going to do well in China, but $1 billion, I don't know. I don't know about that. The way that it's looking, it doesn't look, for me, it doesn't feel like the Disney classic Mulan. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Personally. I just think it looks confusing. And if there's no music in it, it's extra confusing.
This is a super appropriate comment, though. I'm not saying this is you, but it has shades of what you've said. It's like everyone, man, Disney needs to stop making live action reboots. Disney changes the story up and takes out the songs. Everyone, what are you doing?
Yeah, but why would you do that?
Well, I mean, like because there's it's not going to be for everyone, but there's still going to be a huge amount of value in these movies. I mean, the Aladdin remake is not for me. I don't want Aladdin without Robin Williams. I just don't. I don't actually care how good the movie is. I really and truly don't. I don't give a fuck about Will Smith rapping, looking like he's from part of the Blue Man Group. I just don't give a fuck. Lion King, dog shit. Shouldn't have even gone back to try it. We already discussed it.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I'm not there for that either.
That wasn't great.
But it's for some people. And it still made a shitload of money.
But you know what, though? Lion King, Aladdin, Jungle Book. I didn't see Dumbo, and that movie tanked completely. A lot of these movies, almost all of them that I've seen, they all felt like Disney. It felt like a Disney classic. This looks like they weren't confident enough, or they didn't know how to make it the classic into a film. So what they did, it just, in order for this to work for me, and never know, more trailers will come, and it might win me over like Aladdin did.
Yeah.
But from what I'm seeing, is it looks like they're going for a realistic tale with the same background story of the original, without any of the I guess the music or any of the magical feel that Disney brings, but instead they're just going for the next Chinese.
I think they're making
action epic when there's the action is going to be so formulaic and so bland because it's Disney. This is not going to be rated R. You're not going to see epic.
I don't need rated R Mulan.
I don't either, but if you're going to give me this, give me at least a 14 plus Mulan. Give me, like, if you're going to have fighting and swords, and you're going to have a woman that is going to dress like a man and hold her own, and, you know, show me that she's a badass without showing me she's a badass in a Disney way. If you're going to make it this kind of hyper realistic, because it literally felt like a budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon without the cool.
I think they're focusing less on all of what you just said,
dude. The color palette, and everything.
They pulled everything out of it, and they're doing this movie specifically for the message that Mulan has, and that's what it's all about.
The message has been told a million times over,
but it hasn't been told in a way that's going to make over $1 billion in China.
I don't think it's going to make $1 billion in China. I just don't. I just don't think this movie. I don't think this movie is going to look great. I don't think this movie looks great. I think it looks confusing, and I'm usually a Disney fanboy.
Yeah.
I love me going to some Disney movies.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. That movie looks like a pile of dog shit. Nobody asked for a Mulan movie. Nobody's asking for this. Zero. And then when you give it to us, no music. You want to give us a budget Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? Nah. I'm a pass.
Did anyone ask for any of the live action remakes?
Well, yeah, they asked for Lion King, and that didn't work. It did work out because it made fucking like $1.7 billion or some shit. So there's that. This don't look great. This just don't look great. It's not for me. But we'll see.
We'll find out. I think my predictions right now on December 5th, 2019.
It's not making $1 billion in China.
It's making $700 million in China.
I'm gonna have to see some more trailers before I can say that. I think maybe half a billion, maybe. I don't know because this just don't look good. And you know what? Just because it's set in China, dude, the Chinese people, they're not stupid. If something looks phony and something looks like a fucking like it's pandering too much to them and it just does not feel genuine, then they're not like, oh, it's about China, I'm going to just run out and see it. You better do it right. You better fucking do it right.
Well, I'm not seeing anything in there that's particularly wrong right now for them.
I just don't think it looks great. I don't think it's not exciting me, but there'll be some people that'll enjoy this. And you never know, I might too.
The Great Wall made $500 million in China alone. If the Great Wall, which is arguably objectively one of the shittiest movies made in a hot minute, I have to believe that even half-decent Mulan movie is going to make that much or more in China. I have to believe. I can't even fathom how the Great Wall hits $500 million in China.
Well, because it's
not Mulan.
No, because it's the Great Wall.
It's Mulan. This is crazy. So we'll see. We're gonna find out.